All right, good morning. How are we doing this morning as our convoy travels in? Y'all remember that song, Convoy? We got a great big convoy back through the night. Something like that, right? Well, we are a convoy here at Unity of Louisville, a convoy of consciousness. Isn't that fabulous that we elevate, shift, motivate, encourage, and uplift all of us here? Next week, we're going to ring the bell at 5 till, whoever the bell ringer is, because we are late for church. Good morning. I'm Reverend Bobby Kaiser, the senior minister, and my pronouns are he and him. And it's just an honor to be here today, this beautiful day. I love this weather, don't you? When it just kind of gets a little, we've gotten the crisp, but now we get a little touch of warmth. And so it's beautiful. We have a beautiful service for you today. We got some stage stuff going on, some altar stuff. So thank you, Ray. What do you think? These are the happiest I've ever seen musicians since I've been here, okay? They're not all like this trying to play. So what a blessing it is that we are able to spread and free. And someone said to me before, well, you always do a lot of remodeling, but that's not consciousness. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness, how that shocked me. I was just listening to David Hawkins, and what he said, everything is consciousness. Even a tree in the forest, hug one and feel its availability to consciously shift who we are. Everything is consciousness. And so today, we bring that consciousness into this church, holding all those that helped create this. Leslie and Megan and Michael, all the hours, and Jean, who brought lunch for us, and Leslie, who brought lunch. Believe it or not, when you feed us, when you break bread with us, we work twice as hard. So it was good stuff. So we're grateful for all of that. I didn't get my order of service. But I believe it's now time for our opening song. Are we ready? We've only got 2 more weeks of this song, and I just love this song. It was one we sang at Unity of Fort Lauderdale many years ago. And so then we're going to start a new one. And then next year, we are going to switch it up every month or 2, not quite go so long. But this one was just special, and it's called Home. You want to go ahead and introduce everybody?
And it's so good to see you all this morning. Thank you for that gentle reminder. I'm Robin, part of the music team, Amina, Reverend Bobby, Ed, Steve, and in her new place, Miss Connie.
She's not only got a piano, but she's got an organ. Play it. Woo! So you better watch out, because, Santa Claus is coming to town. All right, are we ready? Let's hit it. Please stand as you're able.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone. I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble, it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. I'm gonna make this place your home.
And now we'll have our opening prayer, singing bowl, and our unity candle.
Good morning. We light this candle, symbolic of the Christ light that shines in all beings everywhere. And we ring this prayer bowl to bring us together in love and in healing. Now let's everybody for just 1 second take one really deep breath, hold it for a second, and then exhale very slowly and release all the tension in your muscles and in your body. And as you do this, also release monkey mind. Release all of the thoughts, the chaos and everything that prevents you from being present right here, right now, during this sacred service and this very special sacred time. And move into your heart space where you become the divine, where you feel that divine within yourself, which is who you are. And this is where you find that love also and that connection to everyone else here and to the entire world. And that love does connect you, and it also makes you aware of things that are happening today. We are all aware of the increased hunger, the increased injustice, and just like we want to serve each other here, we want to serve the world, and we want to bring healing. We want to bring healing to this world, and we want to bring healing to each other. The one very important thing, too, we know is that we must heal ourselves. And we are so great for that capacity to heal ourselves, and when we need to say no, because we have the power to relax. We have the power to love ourselves just as we love others. And we are so grateful that we can do this. And so we say, thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the power of healing and the ability to take the time and relax and take care of ourselves. And so it is. Amen.
of hearts working together. Today's message will be shared by our own Reverend Jerry Boylan, and we are blessed with special music from John Gage. We also give thanks for our music team, hospitality team, audio-visual team, readers, and every person who quietly supports and uplifts this service. Our prayer chaplains who are here to pray with you after our service are wearing their blue prayer shawls. Chaplains, would you please rise so that we may acknowledge you? Let us take a moment to appreciate the many hands and hearts that make this day possible. Our ministry highlight this week is the Women's Group, a vibrant and growing ministry that meets every Saturday from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. in the Edenside room right there in the event hall beside it. It's led by Judy Snyder, and their mission is to connect and empower women as they navigate their spiritual journeys. Whether you're seeking encouragement, deeper faith, engagement, or simply a place to belong, the group offers a welcoming and inclusive space where women can come together and share the joys and challenges of life. Each gathering is filled with meaningful conversation, heart-filled prayer, and mutual support. Through regular meetings and special group activities, members are encouraged to grow spiritually, heal emotionally, and thrive in community. The women's group continues to flourish. I'm so proud of what you've created, Judy. It's magnificent. By building deeper connections and drawing more women into its nurturing circle each week. They invite all women to come as they are and experience the strength and beauty of this walking in their journey together. If I'm correct, you all did mapping last Saturday all together at Dottie's house, right? So all different things are happening. They're beautiful opportunities. So if you express as a woman and would like to be a part of that group, don't miss your opportunity to be a part of this incredible group. Now, our first-time greeters. Let's see here. If you're up with us for the first time this morning, we're so glad you're here. If you feel comfortable, raise your hand. We'd love to share a small gift with you, a candle to remind you that the light of God already shines within you. And for our first-time friends online, just drop your name in the chat so we can celebrate you too. You can always learn more about our community at unityoflouisville.org. Let us now turn to our neighbors and greet one another from our seats with a silent namaste greeting, saying, I behold the Christ in you. 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 At this time, Judy Snyder will join us to read the daily word, reminding us that Spirit unites us in unity.
Good morning, everyone. Today, the daily word is healing. Taking good care of myself supports my healing. Sometimes it's hard to say no to friends, family, work, church, or volunteer organizations I care about and want to serve. But when I am overextended and depleted, I don't do my best, and I may put my emotional, physical, or mental health at risk. Taking on too much and saying yes to every request may be a sign that there is something deeper within me that is out of alignment and in need of healing. Perhaps I am feeling fear of judgment or a reluctance to disappoint someone. I heal when I slow down, pray, and welcome God's grace. I treat myself gently and make time for relaxation a priority. Secure in divine love, I know when to say yes for my well-being, to kindly but confidently say no, not this time. From Psalm 103, verse 2 and 3, bless the Lord, O my soul, and do not forget all his benefits, who forgives all your iniquity, who heals all your diseases. And now please repeat the affirmation with me. Taking good care of myself supports my healing.
Thank you, Judy. And sometimes that means saying no. That's the theme I'm hearing over and over today for self-care and healing. So thank you both, Frank and Judy, for sharing that light with us. We now enter a sacred time of meditation. As we sing our meditation song, our prayer chaplain will bring forward the prayer request.
O Heavenly Spirit, who in love abideth, we worship Thee, we praise Thy holy name. Teach us Thy children evermore to love Thee. Thy will be done on earth as heavens today. Teach us Thy children evermore to love Thee. Thy will be done on earth as in today. Oh, give us grace to meet the coming morrow. Forgive our debts as others we forgive. Thou leavest not Thy children in temptation, and from all error Thou deliverest us. Thine is the kingdom, Thine the power and glory, world without end, forevermore. Amen.
And now Reverend Jerry will lead us in the meditation. And when we go into 2 minutes of silence, energy workers, oneness blessing givers, and prayer chaplains will circle the church and hold us in love and light.
Notice the silence. Where perfection exists. Absolute peace, absolute joy, absolute lovingness. I invite you to close your eyes. Take a couple of deep, cleansing breaths. Begin to become aware of your physical body for a moment. And just remind yourself that I have a body, but I am not my body. I am more than that. And then allow something similar to happen with your emotions. Whatever's rocking around inside of you right now. I have feelings. I have emotions. But I am not my feelings. I am not my emotions. I am more than that. We have a mind, we have thoughts, constantly working. The mind never shuts up. But I can know in my heart that I have a mind, I have thoughts, but I am not my mind, I am not my thoughts. I am more than that. And as you settle into that more of you, beyond your body, beyond your feelings, beyond your thoughts, you become aware that within you lies the seed of perfection. However you experience that, the seed of your perfection. You open yourself up to the sunlight of the universe, the warmth, the rain, that begins to stretch that seed, that begins to encompass your physical body, begins to encompass your mind, begins to encompass your thoughts. So much so that you can breathe it into your being, touching every cell and fiber of you, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I am whole, I am filled with light. I am perfect, I am filled with light. I am surrounded by the pure white light of Christ. Nothing but good shall come to me. Nothing but good shall go from me. I give thanks, I give thanks, I give thanks. And so it is.
Moving slowly today. I learned the hard way that's how you keep from falling. slow down. I'm always honored to be here and share this fellowship, this communion. It sustains me, strengthens me, and fills me with gladness. There's a magic in each new beginning. There's a wonder in each moment to behold. Turn a lifetime of loss into healing. When you awaken the love that is sleeping deep in your soul. Your whole world is broken. Your dreams lie in ruin. Angry words were spoken. Storm clouds brewing. Your lonely heart is longing for the healing to begin. Was the risk worth the taking? Will you dare to love again? And there's a magic in each new beginning. There's a wonder in each moment to behold. Turn a lifetime of loss into healing. When you awaken the love that is sleeping deep in your soul. In the passion of youth, you vow to change the world. Into the dark abyss, your warrior heart is hurled. Then they hurt you and they wound you, and you think you've reached the end. But the flame burns within you. You rise to walk again. And there's a magic in each new beginning. There's a wonder in each moment to behold. Turn a lifetime of loss into healing. When you awaken the love that is sleeping deep in your soul. Now the years have all rolled on. You're the weary vagabond, stepping through the doorway into the great beyond. You're holding on to hope, but you wonder what's around the bend. The voices of our elders come browsing in the wind. And there's a magic in each new beginning. There's a wonder in each moment to behold. Turn a lifetime of loss into healing power. You awaken the love that is sleeping deep in your soul. You awaken the love that is sleeping deep in your soul. Thank you.
How beautiful. Thank you, John and company. See, they got a podium my size. Thank you, God. And thank you, Reverend Bobby. So here's Jesus walking down the streets in Galilee with his ragtag army of disciples following in confusion, in doubt and wonder. And of course, the people begin to gather around, bringing them sick, infirm, lame, possessed. And he starts to heal them, one after the other. And I remember as a kid when I first heard that biblical story, that it did seem like it was a magic trick. And somehow or another, Jesus was doing this, pulling a rabbit out of a hat, okay, sort of make this real. And it took a while for me to begin to realize that the metaphysical meaning behind the miracles of healing of Jesus. And essentially it was this, my interpretation anyway, is I see you as whole. I see you as perfect. I see you as the truth of who you are. And because my vision of who you truly are is so much more powerful than the negative vision you might be holding of yourself, you are healed. And I often wonder sometimes how many of those people went back home and said, did that really happen? Was that real? And how they were called upon, if they were willing to do this, to sacrifice their own intellectual yearning for truth to the openness of spirit and the truth that was given to them in that moment. I'm sure there are some people who reverted back to their old illness because they couldn't live without it. Seems rather odd, but we've done the same thing ourselves, haven't we? One way or another. Nothing like a crisis to wake us up. There's some major lessons that came in me last couple of weeks. Margot getting ill. By the way, she's healing. Her strength is coming back. But one of the lessons I learned the most was, here she is in a hospital bed getting poked and prodded, diagnosed this way and that way, scans going this way, scans going that way, making appointments after you leave the hospital because you gotta get this checked out, gotta get that checked out, and me being worried about all sorts of things. Remember one time we were working on getting her into a rehab center for a couple of days just to make a transition element from the hospital to home, and we found this place, rehab center, and it was difficult to get to. I don't know about you guys, whether you know this about me or not, but I have absolutely no sense of direction. I would get lost going around a corner. I come out of the restroom in a movie theater and I'm bound to turn the wrong way. It's guaranteed. So when something comes up like that, I get really scared and really nervous, and I was so uptight. I was waking up in the middle of the night thinking that I wasn't going to be able to find this place. And then, of course, during the daytime, every time I would think about it every once in a while, saying, oh, I'm going to get lost, I'm going to get lost, I'm going to get lost. And I would worry myself sick. And the strange part about it is that we all decided, the doctors as well as Margot and myself, we decided we were going to drop the rehab thing and just go home. It reminded me a little bit of Mark Twain. I think he said, I'm an old man and I have many problems, but most of them have never happened. So what is this woundedness that we all seem to carry around with us? In 12-step literature, it says all of our character defects are the result of self-centered fear. Self-centered fear. Where did it come from? Spiritual teacher Ram Dass said it began from the moment we were born. From the moment we were born, we go into what he calls people training. People start telling us who we are. Of course, the problem is they don't know who they are, right? But we don't know where to go. Where do you go? Where do you go? I'm 6 months old. Where do I go to find out whether my parents know the truth or not? I don't have any place to go. So I'm open to that reality. And what Ram Dass says most of us have learned is separateness. Somehow or another, I am separate from you. You are separate from me. And that is the killer. Because from separateness comes judgment, comes comparison, and all of those things that get in the way of unconditional love. I came across another person. His name was Bob Earl. He was a speaker at an AA conference years ago. And he said, you know, when I was growing up, I got two messages came to me. Nobody said this out loud. But what I heard was, in my heart anyway, was, I am not enough, and there's something wrong with me. And I went, oh. He grew up in the same house I did. Couldn't believe it. Struggle with that one. I am not enough. Something's wrong with me. I had an image or an idea of what that was like in a metaphorical kind of way. Imagine a wonderful, multifaceted, beautiful diamond that's shining God's light in all sorts of different unique directions. And someone or something comes along and goes, bam, with a hammer. Smashes that wonderful golden light into bits. So here we all are, hanging out at Unity, pretending that we're separate. I know we are one, but here we are packed nicely into our separate bodies, thinking separate thoughts, dressed in different clothes, and when we leave here, we'll go our separate ways, or not. Healing is about unity consciousness. Paradoxically, we are already whole. So what is it we're working on so much? To get rid of the old ideas of woundedness. We can focus on what is wounded in us by way of what is deficient or lacking, or we can concentrate on wholeness that we possess. What are the times in our lives when we are reacting or responding from wholeness? I think we know now that focusing on our woundedness only gives us more energy. It's by focusing on wholeness or unity consciousness that we bring it more into being. So how do we do that? I'm in a bit of a dilemma here. Because if I overly concentrate on my woundedness, I don't want to deny it either. There's an old Zen proverb that says, my house burnt down, now I can see the moon. I am not there yet. I know what the poet was saying. I believe what the poet was saying, but I'm not quite there yet. Because I look at myself and I realize how close I am to my own sense of woundedness and incompleteness. I can be so warm and loving, kind and gracious one moment, and then the next, something will flip me into anger, annoyance, fear, jealousy. Or I might just be experiencing myself as being little or insignificant. It could be a word, could be a look, could be a memory. Could even be as far away from reality as what I think someone else might be thinking of me. That's a really good one. Here I am thinking about what I think you might be thinking about me. How far away from reality is that? And yet, I don't know about you guys. I start doing that when I'm stuck in traffic and I know the guy behind me wants to get past. So I'm thinking about what I think he might be thinking about me. Where do I go with that? My woundedness says, let's stay here for a while. My wholeness says, no. Take a look at what happened, of how you moved from unity consciousness to separateness. Fear, judgment, duality, comparison, gossip, envy. I think about those things and I wonder in my own mind, my own heart, how far I have to go. And then I remember the cornerstone of one of our unity teachings is the prayer of Myrtle Fillmore. I am a beloved child of God. I do not know illness. And as the story goes, I want to say she cured herself, but her divine consciousness cured her of tuberculosis when the doctor said, you got about 6 months to live. Now, I find myself in a little bit of a dilemma about this. Not that I argue with what happened to Myrtle and what she did. I believe that with all my heart. And yet I wonder about the thousands, hundreds of thousands of other people who prayed just like she did and who weren't cured. Did they do something wrong? Was there something? See, that would be my impression. I must have done this wrong. Whereas there's a whole other series of lessons that could possibly be learned from this experience. And that is, one is that I am cured or I am healed of this illness that's got a hold of me. And the other one is the grace to be able to work with it and live with it and translate it into love. My soul tells me I am whole. My senses tell me I am not. Which one am I going to believe? I've come to the startling conclusion that whatever my senses or memory or emotions were telling me is just not true or limited in their truth. And I think and I wonder and I come across this idea time and time again. If the powers of darkness were so great, which was my emotions and my experience telling me I would be overcome by darkness a long, long time ago. Isn't that amazing? That the darkest, most difficult times in our lives, we thought and felt that we could not move on. The time we felt darkness was overpowering. Even in those moments, the light has never gone out. So healing is all about recognizing and affirming who you truly are. How was I experiencing myself yesterday when I spilled the coffee or dinged my car door? Was I a child of God? Were you? Or was I someone waiting online, or someone who stubbed his toe, or someone going to church, or someone trying to lose weight, or someone going on a date, or someone wearing a dress, or someone trying on a vest, or someone talking on the phone, or someone who thinks they are all alone? How did Dr. Seuss get in here? It's amazing. As writing this, I could have made a Dr. Seuss book. Someone who thinks they are all, someone writing a song, or someone ringing a gong, or someone watching TV, or someone wanting a degree, or someone worrying, or someone praying. When I'm all wrapped up in being someone doing something, or being done to, I'm always going to experience myself as being incomplete. And when I perceive myself as limited and incomplete, I perceive myself as wounded. That's where my healing is, my perception of who I am. I am wonderful. I am one with God. I abide in the consciousness of unity. I do not need healing, and neither do you. It is my perception that is warped and wounded. The kingdom of heaven is within you. I'm not my body. I am not my feelings. I am not my mind. I'm not my past. You are the expression of the kingdom of heaven. You are the expression of God. What would it be like if I perceived myself as being whole today? I wish there was a nice, neat little package I could wrap all this up in. Every moment is a choice. In order to make that choice, I have to do two things. I have to be aware that of choice that I have, and I have to surrender, to let go, allow myself to be in the presence or in the comfort of a power greater than my conscious self, and leads me to seeing myself as divine consciousness, reflected uniquely in and through my being. One of the things that I've learned over the past couple of weeks is that everything is sacred. From making a sandwich to cleaning out a potty, everything is sacred. The way Thich Nhat Hanh put it so beautifully, he said, the next time you do the dishes, imagine that each dish is a little baby Buddha. So instead of washing it and throwing it in the rack, each dish is a little baby Buddha. So here we all are, hanging out at Unity, pretending we're separate. I know we are one, but here we are packed nicely into separate bodies, thinking our separate thoughts, dressed in different clothes, and when we leave here we will go our separate ways, or not. I am whole, I am filled with light. I am perfect, I am filled with light. I am surrounded by the pure white light of Christ. Nothing but good shall come to me, nothing but good shall go from me. I give thanks, I give thanks, I give thanks. May all beings be at peace. May all beings be free of suffering. And may all beings remember who they are. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Happy to have this opportunity to sing for you always. I wrote these songs a few years ago, and this is my first time to perform them, so with a live audience. Headed down that holy road, songs of the Spirit gonna lighten your load. Drink your fill where the crystal waters flow. Headed down that holy road. Walk along that narrow line. Keep on walking till you're feeling fine. Every step of the way, let your love light shine. Walk along that narrow line. Headed down that holy road, songs of the Spirit gonna lighten your load. Drink your fill where the crystal waters flow. Headed down that holy road. Children walking to the promised land. Keep on walking hand in hand. Along the way help some weary pilgrim stand. Along the way to the promised land. Headed down that holy road, songs of the Spirit gonna lighten your load. Drink your fill where the crystal waters flow. Headed down that holy road. Headed down that holy road. Thank you. We're on a holy road.
Thank you, John. Let's give them another round of applause. Yeah, this is all new up here, so thank you for your patience today as we navigate new space, right? It was a little different. And then we lost Michael. He's at a retreat with Kimberly and also Bastion and Bastion's girlfriend called New Generation Unity. Am I saying that right? NGU. So it's a whole nother group of the problem was we found that the kiddos got to 18 and then they just fell off the cliff and there was nowhere really left for them to go. So now they've created another level that's from 19 to 40 that gives people an opportunity to still be immersed in the beautiful unity message that we have. So they're at Unity Village and we're holding that love and light for them. All right, next we've got, let's see here. It's time for the Prosperity Proclamation. Are we ready to give today? We're going to give big. I mean, you know, we didn't have to pay for the stage. Troy did. But we're still going to give big, aren't we? Yes? Yes, I love it. All right, we open our hearts to the flow of giving and receiving. You may share your gift as the ushers come forward, or you can give online at unityoflouisville.org, by text, by mail, or with the QR code on your bulletin, or also on the screen. However you choose to give, we are grateful. Let us affirm our prosperity proclamation together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Amen. Thank you. We affirm these gifts of love and know that they flow in and through Unity of Louisville and its message and all of the ministries that it has, blessing the givers and all of those who receive from this abundance. All right, we have a few announcements today. First of all, I'd like to say, let's continue our healing for Margot. We already knew she was going to heal and be fabulous again. She is such an important part of this church. And did I say something? Okay. Oh. I didn't know they had a picture of her. That's so cute. Yeah, we love our Margot. She's one of a kind. So we continue that prayer, holding that light, just as we are for David, our drummer. He's also doing well, and he's already practicing. He thinks he's coming back in December, so we're going to hold that vision with him, aren't we? Yes, we are. Also, I wanted to thank everyone here. You only go through losing a parent, you know, one at a time, right? Both your parents. And it's a difficult, challenging, upsetting, heartfelt moment. And at the same time, to be here amongst you and have the support of the people who reached out to me, the text, the emails, the calls, the love has been, for my mom and myself, has just been magnificent. So to me, this is what having a collective energy and engagement is all about at church. So thank you all for the love, the support. We're doing quite well. And as I mentioned before, Dad's celebration of life will be December 7th, right after church. And we invite everyone here. We're going to break bread first, and then we've got a beautiful service planned for him with lots of music because that's what he loved. Also, as a reminder, our prayer chaplains are here to pray with you in the alcove. If you're having a need for prayer or challenge, or you just want somebody to pray with you, which I just do sometimes, just pray love and light into me, right? So we're here for you. They're prayed up, and so don't miss that opportunity. Also, our holiday bazaar is coming up on November 22nd. We are sold out and we're busting out of the seams now. She's starting to use the Barrett room and the stage, and Jean's got this all over the place now. So we're going to have an amazing time at this holiday bazaar. Part of that will be we're going to do, I've never heard of this, but we'll see, Christmas karaoke. So we're going to have Christmas karaoke right here in this room. So if you've got a Christmas song that you love or you want to write one, maybe John brings a fresh one for us, I don't know. But come be a part of that. That'll be another way for us to share the love and light here. And then starting in January, we're going to be doing karaoke every month here at church. We're working on what day that's going to be, but I think that'll be a fun opportunity. And Michael's going to be our DJ, and we're just going to rock it out. Also, the service station is out there, so don't forget if you want to sign up for hospitality and to do some good and serve. It really does a heart good, I promise you. Also, a reverse offering. I'm hearing lots of stories of what people are doing to make their investment for here at Unity of Louisville. So next week we'll probably share a few of those with you. And then the Legacy of Love, is that up there? Do we have a screen for that? There you go. Look, man, you're on it today. Let's get these guys back here. This is their first time doing this, okay? Orion and Joey, wow. Thank you. You all did a great, great job. Thank you so much. We were a little last minute on a couple things, but, and sound, yes, John Michael is our new sound guy today that's going to be starting to be with us. Give him some love as well. Thank you. And yes, so then let's see, does anyone know here somebody by the name of Hope Dittmeyer? Hope Dittmeyer. Okay, could you report to Bill Kuntz after church? He's got a donation from her, and we're missing some information. So if you could just talk to Bill about that, that would be great. And the final thing is a choir. We really are setting our minds. We even cleaned the floors and the pews. We took the spinet piano out, if you notice, and took it into the Barrett room. The pews are clean. The floors are ready. We want to do a choir of 12 before Christmas. So I'm going to ask you to pray about that and think about that. And if you don't sign up, I'm going to sign you up anyway. We are going to have a choir this year of 12 people that are going to sing 2 basic Christmas songs. Our practice will be only 2 times after church on 2 Sundays in December. So it's super simple. We're not going to be the Tabernacle Choir of the Bronx. Yes, no, we're not. But we will be Unity Fabulous. Trust me, we will. Alrighty, so there we go. Where am I at now on my thing here? Here we go. Let's move forward. All right, so we now turn to our hearts towards our youth program, affirming that they are learning, growing, and shining as living expressions of Unity principles. Let us bless them now. Children, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ light you are. All right, let us stand, please, for our prayer of protection and then our peace song. All right, let us say our prayer together. Ready? The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. And the presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is. I am divine. And now let us join in a circle. Oh, wait, okay. I was trying to bypass it. He's not going to let me.
First, I would like to thank Bobby for the wonderful job they did remodeling the front of the church. I think it looks great. And it's a nice thing to have done the first Sunday. Reverend Bobby has agreed to be our senior minister for the next 2 years, so we are really grateful. There we go. Flowers for the king. There you go.
All right, let me say a couple words. All right. Before we get in the circle, you know I'm mouthy, so I have to say a couple words since you said that. Thank you, first of all, to the board who trust and believe in the work we're doing. I've watched so much, if you read my bobby pin, healing happen here, and I think it comes from solidarity and connectiveness and engagement. And I want you to be thinking about, as we move forward into the next year, what is it that is next for us? What do I need from Unity of Louisville? Maybe it's a class on metaphysics. Maybe it's this, I want to do multiple classes next year, and let us engage and support in our teachings. So I want you to really be thinking about this, and over the next few weeks, we're going to give you an opportunity to write down, this is what I'd like to see or be a part of in 2026 at Unity of Louisville. It is a great honor for me to serve you all, and I am just so grateful that they came to me and offered it. And I'm grateful to you for supporting me, so thank you. All right, let's get in a big circle now and sing our pre-song. All right, let's start in this aisle here, if you don't mind, just so we can keep a nice circle going on here. All right, look, I got the two sisters here. Okay, I'll let you do that. Okay. All right. Oh, we had a bigger group than I thought. Sorry about that, guys. We go all the way around the church today. All right. I think we're ready, Connie. Look at this big group we got today. Oh, we gotta go around. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Now there is peace on earth, and it has begun with me.
Namaste.
Namaste.